At the end of the day, like we have to be able to say, I'm ready for a relationship because I want to give myself, not because I want to receive
and
something.
that's important. Yo, you have not prescribed with the realest, where we say the things your friends won't say and your man gonna lie about. It's your boy Dewey Rice, and today we sitting with finally with Miss Producer herself,
period,
Miss Behind the Camera, Miss y'all probably always hear from the behind the camera talking to stuff. She's here, so let's go ahead and clap it up. So what's up, Steph?
Man.
What's up, Steph? The big one, not the little one.
Oh, the big one.
What's going on? Don't get on here trying to act nervous.
No, I definitely not acting nervous. I'm just trying to think of where to start. What's been going on?
Yes.
Like, life been really good. So last year I said that, in 2024 I was gonna get a man.
Yes. And what happens to us?
And I even remember making a post that
you
said,
did
like,
on Facebook.
I'm gonna take somebody's and this was like not even a month ago. I said I'm gonna take somebody nappy-headed son serious this year.
And you have. So shout out to you.
And I have a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I haven't been in this space in a really long time. Yeah. I got separated in 2015.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So, and that was like for 18 months that I was separated. Okay. And like I wasn't entertaining any other men. I was really just like a nun almost.
For sure.
And so then I finally got divorced in 2016.
Okay.
And I've been single since then. That's like 8 years.
That's crazy.
Like, I had a little,
little
one,
two,
little razzle dazzle, a little
fat,
here,
little
there.
Nigga here, yeah.
But nothing like real, like where it's causing me to reflect on, like, am I really as great as I think I am?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because sis had a schedule and I didn't even know how rigid I was. Like, even from like not wanting to cook on Mondays.
And now you like in the kitchen cooking it up.
Well, it was kind of my fault. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's throwing off my weekend. Because you know what I'm saying? I'll be playing with my and so we're on the weekend, I'm doing my laundry, I'm doing this, I'm meal prepping, I'm cooking Sunday dinner by 3, you know what I'm saying? And then Sunday dinner would be Monday leftovers. Like that's how it's always been. But then if Sunday dinner get ate by all of us, sometimes it ain't that much leftover. So then Monday I gotta come in and I'm just like, the first Monday I was like, I don't want to do this. Fuck that. Like I'm good. I'm not about to be cooking on Monday. Like Mondays are my day. Like especially because work be crazy.
Absolutely.
Sometimes. So it's just like I like to come in, throw my book bag down, and do nothing on Mondays.
Monday really be the days that like Monday be our Sunday reset. Like, I'll be doing the Sunday reset with the, reels of shit. But like on Monday, if I didn't went out Sunday, Monday really my day to recover. Like I'm really.
And you never know what you gonna run into at work on Monday.
Yeah, Mondays be hectic.
Because Monday, like people wasn't working for real on Friday.
On Friday, yep.
So then you really got Friday's work, Saturday, Sunday work, and then all the thoughts that they had Monday when they was showering, and then they dump them on you. And it's just like, so Mondays are usually like my more chill day, but lately I've been having to adjust. So
Tio man. Well, shout out to you because you said it and you did it and you made it happen.
That's
what
crazy.
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it
today. But how are you doing?
I'm all right. I feel like
because we switch lives.
We definitely switch lives, and I've been telling her this for like 2 weeks now. Like I'm low-key salty. Like I'm happy for her. Like genuinely happy for you. But it's just like different to like call or like we texting and like you talking about your man, and like that's what's up. And it's like I remember being like I used to hit the streets, had to swerve here, swerve there, and Steph would like you would listen, you'd be a listening ear, but like we didn't have stories to go back and forth. And now I'm the one who don't have a story to go back and forth. I'm a single nigga. That's crazy.
No, you like hella single.
No, that's like hella. I'm like to the single that's kind of making me feel uncomfortable. Like I'm starting to look like, damn, nigga, I've been doing all this work, but
why? I feel like when you are, it's crazy because people only want you when somebody else do.
Absolutely.
So it's almost like you got to go out here and get a bitch just so you can get other bitches.
Exactly. It's weird. It's weird.
No, it's really weird.
When you got 4 bitches, then more one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really been, I've been a nun. I've been real, you know what I'm saying, in my corner in my house.
Father Maurice.
You goddamn, like reading my Bible verses. And, and now it's just like, damn. So yes, we've traded lives, but I'm very happy for you. Which,
we really have.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it today, y'all. Today is a real, you know what I'm saying? We call it off the dome episode. Me and Steph just here, we kicking it. Yeah, we just here to kick it and talk. Okay. Oh yeah, we just here kicking it and talking. I'm looking real studious today with my glasses. Mind you, thrift store. $2.
Don't play with it.
Don't holler at it. I mean, no, holler at it. But yeah, so
the kids call it clock it now, I guess.
Clock it. Yeah, they do. I don't like that. I don't like that term.
It doesn't really go to me. Like,
clock it is not for me. There's a couple different ones that's just not for me.
Clock it.
But yeah. Clock it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with that.
No,
like,
I don't know.
What is clock? But I'm not here to judge anybody today.
Period.
But no, yeah. So I'm excited to be here with you because we have these conversations all the time. And we actually been putting this in the mix and putting it in the works for years. Mm-hmm. You know, I've talked about, hey, we should just get on the mic and talk. Yeah. We should just get on the mic and talk. And it never really was a good time. We never really, because we tried to, I'm not going to say all the things because somebody might get it to work and then they're going to steal our shit. So I'm not going to say all the different options we tried. Yeah. But here we are in the studio today. We're doing it. We're going off the dome. Yes. This episode about to be fire. And Dewey gets to ask me almost anything.
Yeah, so. And I can't wait. Like, I want y'all to hear this because, like, I got so many questions about, you know, her new man. Like, we want to know. We're nosy. Yo, man, because that's what you saying now. We nosy as fuck.
I don't know that I've ever referenced him as my man, though.
Not yet. Okay. But you will.
Will I?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And you have.
So I told Maya the other day, like my almost boyfriend, and she said, "What is that?" And I said, "You know, like you're not like really ready to say it. You know what I mean? Like just in case, like you know what I mean. You
just in case he don't agree. Yeah, we can't do that.
No, he absolutely agrees. Oh, okay. I'm saying just in case I'm not ready to say it yet.
Facts.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You still trying to
get into it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm doing the game today. So what do I say? I'm
like, so we about to go to the waiting room.
So we about to go to the waiting room.
This gonna let the people know who they talking to.
This gonna let the people know who they talking to. Yep.
By your answers.
Period. So this is why I couldn't be the host. I would not get any of this right. But so we have a little game, kind of like a this or that.
Right.
And I really want to know, Dewey, we're gonna start with you.
Okay.
When you're like into it with your mate, or you know what I'm saying, y'all just not feeling each other at the moment.
Facts.
What do you do? Is it silent treatment or do you have a temper tantrum?
I'm definitely silent treatment as fuck. I'm the silent treatment nigga. Like I do it so great. Like we don't have to talk. We can look at each other. I won't talk. We don't have to look. We don't even have to be around each other. We just don't have to talk. That's really me. Yeah, I've been that way for like.
But how effective is that?
It's not effective. I feel like I've been that way for so long though that I had got used to it, and then when like we talked about last episode, when I started being actually like open to being vulnerable, open to discussing, it's kind of like I be psyching myself out sometimes. Like nigga, why the fuck would you say that? Like why would you say that? Like why are you being this open? Because I was so used to being like closed off and like just kind of like numb to it, like. I don't want to talk about it, whatever, fuck it, whatever you say. It's we can call it dismissive. So yeah. Or what about you? Are you more of a silent or are you more of like a throw a fit and then you over it?
I think it depends. I don't really know if silent treatment works for me.
Okay.
Well, first of all, like a nigga giving me silent treatment, we won't never talk again. Like if you think you gonna out silent me because at this, I mean, I'm just
You just want to have
I'm gonna be watching shows. Like I'm gonna be watching TV.
Facts.
I'm gonna be playing games on my phone, and you're gonna be trying to figure out when I'm gonna try to get you to talk, and that's never.
Okay. Period.
You know what I'm saying? So don't silent treatment me. Like
that's how I feel.
Now
too,
you can take a moment.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? Take a step back because sometimes silent treatment is good, especially if you feel like you're gonna say the wrong thing.
For sure.
Because you cannot take nothing back.
You can't.
So don't say no bullshit that you gonna regret. So I think silent treatment can work in that aspect, but like So my almost boyfriend said that he believes that I'm a temper tantrum. That's where this like I would give a temper tantrum. Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out like when do I give temper tantrums? Now mind you, I'm a little spoiled. I can get a little bratty, but I don't feel like I do temper tantrums because to me that's just like baby fight,
like lashing out type
like you
shit.
Just like you know what I'm saying? Like
that's how I look at a temper tantrum.
I feel like I'm right in the middle. Yeah. Like sometimes I'm in that space where it's like I don't want to be silent because I know if I be silent too long, I'm going to be off you and
For
you're going to be mad about that
Me.
and you're not going to be able to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing a temper tantrum because I don't think that's effective and that just seems childish to me.
Facts.
So I try to get in the middle a little bit. I don't know what we want to call that, like a silent
I was about to
tantrum.
say pop your shit. I don't know. Yeah,
tantrum,
like
you know
what?
I'm saying? Like right in the middle, but it's more or less like when a nigga want to go off, it's like, okay, let's take a pause.
Right.
Let's have a conversation.
Yes.
But see, a lot of times niggas don't like to, when you say that, like, let's have a conversation.
You want to, can we talk? Can we? No, we cannot. We absolutely cannot talk. And about what? And why?
Whatever we beefing about.
I don't want to. I don't want to. And you know, another thing about the whole like conversation thing, the reason why I had to move out of the silent treatment Dewey is because all the time that I'm silent, all I can do is think about it. So it's just really building up and
exactly.
I'm pissed. It's pissing me off even when you're smiling and we're on day 6 and you don't even know I'm still mad about this because I gave you the silent treatment.
That's a fake illusion.
I'm still pissed.
Yeah.
So I felt like, let me get it off.
Yeah.
Let me start getting it off so I don't have to hold it.
You should.
And that's why I'm kind of like, I guess I'm a silent.
That's being a better communicator.
I'm a silent tantrum type nigga.
Yeah.
If you're not open to it, then I'm going to just, okay.
And I think sometimes we can park the conversation, but don't park it too long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like we shouldn't force each other to talk because you might not be in the right headspace. I might not be in the right headspace.
Yeah.
But you know, I always say hard conversations should be had naked.
For sure.
So I feel like in that time frame, like, you know, it should be a couple hours, like you go cool off, but we should be able to have a conversation about whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, at this grown age now, I feel like now moving forward, and like I told you, I had started to do that and develop that. I feel like now we can have a conversation. If you, I mean, we could be respectful, like a respectful conversation. Let's do it.
That's the key word. It has to be respectful.
Yeah,
nobody's gonna win.
No condescending shit.
If you up here throwing jabs,
yeah, none of that.
Forth,
and
no.
I'm on the Joe jabs too. Like none of that. So yeah, let's not. So yeah.
All right. So silent treatment.
Silent treatment for sure.
And I'm in the middle.
Yep.
Okay. So now this is something we already talked about, and I know that we have a difference of opinion.
Absolutely.
So whenever somebody does you wrong,
okay,
do you want to hear I'm sorry, or do you want them to say I apologize?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
Tell me more.
I apologize just sounds, I mean, at this age, it just sounds more, first of all, grown. I apologize for making you feel this way. I apologize that I acted this certain way and I shouldn't have. I'm sorry just sounds so childish. Remember we had this conversation.
We did.
You said it sounds more, you feel like I'm sorry sounds more like passionate and like, it sounds childish as fuck.
Because you still can add that I'm sorry because I made you feel blah. I'm sorry because.
But how many times do we do that though, Steph? How many times do we literally
times do we say I apologize because?
But I apologize because usually it's I'm sorry, period. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I want to hear I'm sorry because.
What is your difference between I'm sorry and I apologize?
I apologize seems very like work.
It seems very corporate.
It seems very corporate.
Yeah.
I apologize that you're confused and I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
But do you agree that I apologize? Like you just said, it sounds corporate. It's sounding like it was something put behind it.
No, because when I say I apologize at work, I most likely am not sorry at all. I'm just saying
You're just saying I apologize just to say it.
It's like, you know.
A thing. Yeah, no. For me,
it's the best thing to do.
I would prefer I apologize.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going with I'm sorry. All right, so you only can have one. Okay. Like you're basically stranded on the island.
Fucked up.
You only can have one.
Yeah.
Are you taking the TV or music?
Doing definitely music. Definitely music. What about you?
This one was really hard for me.
Because you watch shows for real.
I watch shows.
And I have select shows, but there's not like a lot of shows that I quote unquote watch.
Like I would probably ask them if I could have my tablet, download you know what I'm saying, like one TV app and one music app. Like I would try to negotiate a little bit because like I think I need both of them because different times in my life and different like moods that I'm in. Yeah. Like I want one over the other.
That's so crazy you say that. I mean, I could understand
music
you.
Gets me through.
Right.
But TV gets me through too. So like if I'm like having a hard day at work or the kids stressing me out, I feel like I get more lost in TV than I do in music. Because music is gonna make me think.
Okay.
TV is not.
Okay, I can feel that. I can feel that only because, I use the TV for music and for like play purposes, which is like podcasts and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I feel like music gives me feelings. So in the shower, I'm listening to music. When I'm getting dressed, I'm listening to music. But if I want to sit down and just really like decompress, I'm watching a show. Yeah. Like a podcast show, not like a TV show. Because you can
kind of get lost in that.
Yeah, like you're able to actually put yourself in their life or put yourself in their situation.
Yeah, so you ain't got to really be thinking about you.
Now we listening to music. Summer Walker come on. Now I'm thinking about some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
or if, like, I swear.
Tink, nigga.
Don't
Tink
let a breakup song come on that I used to use back in the 90s.
Bro, Brandy, Brent, that's all I play now.
Have you ever?
Yeah. No, mine just put that on everything. Yeah. Yeah. It's been really, bro. It's really been really, sad times.
It's
around
been tough.
Here.
I know.
Yeah, it's been really, no, for real. Like, genuinely, you know what I'm saying, to my peoples, it's been tough. It's definitely been a transition for me. Like, this is, for real, it's been crazy transition. I hate it.
No, and
like, I really genuinely, I'm going to say it today. I hate this for me. Like, I cooked all week. I went to the grocery store. Bro, this is crazy. Like, do you know I had a meal, like 3 meals a week, like waiting for me? So after boot camp Tuesday, Thursday, I got food waiting for me. Like Fridays got food for me. Like, it's just crazy. Like,
but I really think that God had you in this space for a purpose. And like, you might not like it, but I think if you try to get out of it before you learn the lesson, like you're going to get right back here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's really, I don't, I'm conflicted a lot of times to watch it because like I enjoy seeing you grow. Yeah. But I also know that growing don't feel good. So to watch you, hit the bumps and you know what I'm saying, and get kind of beat up a little bit emotionally, mentally, physically, like that's hard to watch. But I know that that's where the character is built. That's where your resiliency comes from. But I do like this space that you're in. Yeah. I do.
Do you really?
You answer my calls every time I call you.
I don't be laid up.
You don't be laid up. I don't get D&D.
I don't be fucking. You don't be getting nothing.
Nothing. And then I don't know how we really swapped. Like,
bro, genuinely, and I'm so glad because we're here. We're gonna get into it. I really feel like we have swapped lives, and it's so crazy because you bumping and grinding, you going on dates, like, you feel me? You got in-home dick, like, what the fuck?
I'm getting cooked for.
Like, what the fuck? Fed? You getting fed?
Oh, I got fed, hand fed, absolutely. And not only cooked for me, but like for my kids, like, and the niggas going to the grocery store, getting the food, paying for the food, preparing the food, serving the food.
You literally always talked about a Superman too. Like I want to be Lois Lane. I feel like you finally got to be.
I do want to be Lois Lane.
Now, although you are still coming with something, I feel like you are able to be Lois Lane.
Don't get it
now.
twisted. Yeah, I'm making resumes. Like I'm bringing stuff to the table. I'm also bringing peace. Yeah. And even like last night, it was like, this the happiest I've been in a while. Okay. And I'm like, why? And I realized that a lot of it is just because he's like, you're just like. And I'm like, too good to be true. Yeah. Look, that was me popping my shit.
No, but I mean,
he was like, no, you're just perfect. Yeah. And I understand that even in my imperfections, like those are still perfect. Yep. Compared to what the average person has to deal with. Like, I'm just really like top tier. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that girl. So like to be able to share it with somebody and show them like what real love feels like and how you're supposed to be treated and what you deserve. Yeah. Because everybody deserves to be treated well. Everybody deserves, just random hugs.
And I hate that. Kisses. I hate the term deserves because I feel like a lot of people use that. Like, I deserve this, I deserve that. But I genuinely do feel like in the way that you're putting it, everybody does deserve to have that feeling of being wanted, that feeling of being desired, that feeling of that love of sharing it with whoever it is. Sharing that with somebody who wants to share it with you. Yeah. I think that'd be the difference too. Yeah. So like for my, this is my nice little transition. I got transitions. Did you want this? You always said you wanted to have a boyfriend or you wanted somebody, but right now in this space, did you want what you're having right now? Did you want this?
I did. I do. But I do think that I was not ready for like the simple things, just like, you know, watching my shows alone, or like on a Friday night, like making the decision myself if I do something. And not feeling bad about it, because you know, he does allow me to have that space of, if you don't feel like going, you ain't gotta go. But then that's a little selfish, because like when I don't want to go, or I just want to chill and watch Tubi all day, like he gonna lock in and do that with me. So it's like I feel obligated in a way. You know what I'm saying? To meet a nigga halfway. And I didn't realize how stuck in some of my ways I was. Because I haven't had to get, nobody's tried to pull me out. So like even yesterday when we went out and I laid in the bed, and then I watched like 20 minutes of the show, and something came over me, and I'm like, just go. Just go. And I never regret when I go, but it's just, you know how it's like the hardest thing is
you just
to start.
Used to yourself.
The hardest thing to do, something is to start. And I'm not like, I'm literally genuinely a homebody. Like I could be at home all day and I would not have a problem with that. Like I'm genuinely a homebody. Just started going outside at 40. That was like last year. Like, wait a minute, 2022, maybe. And outside ain't even outside that y'all be thinking it is. Outside is
here she gonna talk about us.
Outside is my friend's house. Like that's literally the only thing I do is go to my friend's house. Facts. And to me, that's outside, because we kick it like big kick it, not the little one. Okay. Like you got a pint or a fifth?
Yeah, we got. Okay, so we was recording. We had to go get us a liquor bottle because I thought we had some. We did not. Long story short, we go into the liquor store, y'all. You know, Beverage Warehouse. Shout out to y'all. Go in. I get me a what is it? Is it a pint or is it the fifth? No, I got a pint. I got a pint.
No, that looks
or
like a
is it fifth? Okay,
no,
I got a fifth. Then I usually tell them pints, but I got a fifth. And bruh, she said the gallon. I said the gallon of red. Gallon of red walked out with it. Like,
don't play with it.
Because they kicking it tonight.
Because we kicking it tonight.
They kick it. Okay.
Shots on shots on shots. Yeah. Bartender in the building, always.
Up to it, down to it.
We do it. Because we motherfucking used to it.
Yeah.
So I just really think that to answer your question, yes, this is what I wanted. Yes. And it's always what I knew I needed, because I'm just a better person when I'm with somebody. Shut up.
I got these glasses on, not today.
Like my face clearing up and shit. Like
Steph, what?
I am a better person. Like,
what makes you feel like, okay, so we've talked about this too, but I've literally, like I told you, been really reflecting. And I'm like, what makes you feel like it makes you a better person? Because I feel like you should be the person that you are. Just a little enhanced when you got somebody. They can enhance you a little bit, but I'm invested in myself. I'm going to the gym. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. So I'm already going to be a better person with or without whoever I'm with. So what makes you feel
glad to hear that
right? You. So what makes you feel like you're a better person with somebody?
Because I'm not naturally self-motivated. Like
Steph tried to come on the show and be deep.
No. I'm just not. I'm seriously not. I'm not a self-motivated person. Like I do things because I have to. Like that's genuinely been like my life. Like
not because when
I graduated high school, like I went to work, but I got pregnant like right away. So everything I've done for the past 20 something years has been because I had to. I had to work because I had to feed a kid. I had to go to I had to get my car fixed because I had to get to work to feed a kid. So I've never really done anything for myself. So everything is always who I am has always been like a cause and effect. Mm-hmm. Like it's just the effect of what has to be done. I'm not one of them people who sit back and be like trying to think of how to get more money. Like I just want money to fall out the sky. I don't want to do nothing to get it. Like, I really don't. Like, I just want it to drop in my lap. I want to win the lottery without fucking playing the numbers.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not the super motivated person that everybody sees.
Right.
Like, and you and I have had this conversation about how I'm not creative.
Right.
But I'm creative when somebody says I have to be.
Yeah.
But if I don't have to be.
You're not going to do it. But when it's put in front of you, you can
mediocre,
execute.
and niggas don't believe me when I say it because I enjoy being mediocre.
No.
I love right here.
Nope. No,
like just
you.
right here.
No.
I ain't gotta be right here. That's a lot of work
Mm-hmm.
up there. I'm tired of working.
And it's stressful as fuck.
It's stressful as fuck because you have nowhere to go. Yeah, so now you gotta top this and then top. Oh, yep. I did this shit last year, yep. And now you gotta do this again. Like I'm already feeling the pressure of at work. I did a 3-day conference last year. I'm already feeling the pressure of beating that conference and trying to like. You know what I'm saying? One up it. But it's like, shit, I came so hard last year. What am I supposed to do?
But it makes you feel, again, it makes you feel like, damn, I want to do it better this time. I want to elevate even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
the one. To me, 2 is always better than 1. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's something to be said about not having, the reason why I'm better when I'm with somebody is because everything doesn't fall on me.
Okay. So
even if I'm able to get an hour of rest because that person removed something off my plate, you know, my love language being acts of service. Absolutely. So if cooking that meal, I was up here like, that's good. And it tastes good. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yes. What we talking about?
That's good.
What we talking about? And guess what I did while he was cooking?
What?
Laid on the fucking couch.
So 2 is okay. 2 is always better than 1. Okay.
Because I was able to, you know, reserve some energy. Right. I didn't have to be all stressed and cook and do all, you know what I'm saying? And then there are things that I take off his plate that he might not want to do or necessarily want to do. And it might be as simple as, oh, can you go to the store and grab me this? That's a stop he don't have to make. That's a thing he don't have to think about. It's like having a checklist and you are attacking it together. Yep. You know what I'm saying? We just better together.
I have a question though. So, I mean, this is fairly new, right? Mm-hmm. So do you feel like, okay, we always talk about the honeymoon stage. Do you feel like because of your age, there's no longer, like there's a honeymoon phase and stage, but like for older people and already being like established, it's really not? Because I want to ask you, are you in the honeymoon stage? But I feel like because y'all have already tackled so many, you know, offline issues or like, you know, just life. Yeah. It's really kind of not the honeymoon stage. Like, you know how you always talk about how the speed of our relationships. Oh my God. We're just kind of like, we start fucking, we together, and then 2 weeks later, we done.
And we pregnant.
Now we done. Yeah, but then we done. Yeah. Baby ain't even here yet, but we done.
Yeah.
For you, I feel like I would call this the honeymoon stage for you, but I don't really think it is.
I never really thought of that. That's a good question. I think anything that's new is new. You know what I'm saying? So I think you can have a honeymoon stage, but I also think that some honeymoons are not as happy as we think they are. Like some people go, you know what I'm saying? They get married, they go on a trip, and they had to fight their way just miserable to get there. Fuck. Yeah, they miserable even when they get there. So I would say that this is just 2 people trying to give all that they have to each other. I hate you, nigga.
Bro, what?
No, seriously.
I got these glasses on. You're being weird. No. Because what?
No, I'm saying I think that's where relationship, because we always talk about what you bring to the table. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But it's like, really, in order for this thing to work, it's what I bring to the table. Like, I have to bring me. I have to bring service. Like, I have to be walking through the door. And when I wake up in the morning, I should be thinking, how can I make his life easier? What can I do to take off your plate? Because once we start talking through stuff like that, then he can be like, oh, well, if you got to go to Kroger's, why don't you pick this up? And then I got to go over here. I can grab this. And then I got to do this. And then, matter of fact, I'll beat you to the house, get the grill started. You know, like stuff like that. But we always worried about us, what this person bringing. And
what they not doing.
Monetary. Yeah. It's not monetary. Because some, like, my love languages are acts of service.
Absolutely.
And physical touch. Yeah. And physical touch ain't sex. Okay. Whoever thinks physical touch is sex, it's not.
Yeah, just like cuddling.
It's the cuddling, it's the intimacy, it's the back rubs, it's the touches.
Facts.
Because anybody that I walk past, like if I'm with you and I walk past you and you don't hit my ass, what's wrong with you?
You know what's so funny? That happened to me a couple times. But But I'd be about to hit it, or I would hit it, and then she'd be like, "I'm glad you hit my ass. Like you wasn't gonna grab my ass." Like, no, I definitely was. Just like I ain't trying to be too much. I ain't trying to be invasive, but like that's mine.
Be invasive.
That's
with
mine.
Me.
Like,
no, be invasive with me, okay? Because I mean, what are you doing? You see all of it. Like I'm dragging a wagon, and then you just gonna look like, do you want me or not, my nigga? Do you want me or not? Because I can take this and go somewhere else if you don't feel like you need to touch it every time it walks by.
Facts.
And I'm not saying every single time, but you know the time.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Act like you know, not like you motherfucking slow. Okay?
Act like you know and not fucking slow.
So you're saying you're not in the honeymoon phase, right? So you feel like it's just new. Does that scare you? I feel like new scares me. It doesn't excite me no more.
I'm not afraid of much.
Oh, well.
I mean, I've taken major losses. Like when you talk about, losing my dad to murder, my sister to murder, I've been shot.
Yeah.
And I died, you know what I'm saying? And came back to life. Like these are losses, a divorce. People don't talk about the loss of a mate.
Yeah.
Like that's still living. Like I had to grieve over somebody that was still living and then raise a kid with this nigga. Like, but we don't talk about that. But I've been able to really like process how to, in a healthy manner, get over grief.
Yeah.
And so I'm not really afraid of getting my heart broke because I've got it broken multiple times.
Damn.
And I'm still here.
Yeah.
Like you don't die from heartbreak, which is why I'm wondering why everybody's like, like, and sometimes heartbreak ain't even intentional. It just breaks because your shit ain't really all the way together.
Okay.
It was already broken when I got here and I just happened to just touch it and then it's like crack.
I did a couple of things, but I ain't really do that.
I didn't really break your heart. Your heart was broken when I arrived. Okay. You know how sometimes you go somewhere, you go to the store, and then you touch something, and it already be broke, and then everybody looking at you like you did it. No, nigga, that was already broken when I arrived.
Okay.
Like, don't try to put that on me. So I'm not afraid to get my heart broke. So like, cause I know how to get through that. I know how to process it.
Yeah.
My fear is always breaking somebody else's heart.
That's really good.
Like I never want to hurt anybody to the point where, because I know I can get over a relationship, but I don't want anybody to ever feel like they can't get over one that I, you know what I'm saying, had a negative impact on them. And
it's so funny that you talk about heartbreak because I had recently had a conversation with somebody that I broke their heart, and I was so confused by like the breaking of their heart because I'm just like, I don't think I was that bad. But in this grown age, you got to be accountable. Yeah. So I know I did some things, but like to hear that you, like you just said, to hear that I broke somebody's heart to the core, and now they have these other underlying issues now with other people and like it really is what do you call it, like a snowball effect. It really is like a damn. Now that you broke my heart, this next nigga ain't gonna get no chances around me. And now, Steph, I feel that way. I understand. Like I genuinely understand.
Like you understand what exactly?
I understand now how it feels to be like, I tried to do this and it didn't work. So now, not that I don't want to do it, but like I'm very cool on the idea of not doing it. Does that make any sense?
Of not doing
this, like getting in a relationship, really taking somebody serious, investing. Like I'm cool on not doing that because of my results. Yes, that ass. I'm cool. Like I'm really cool. I'm cool. Like I'm saying, like I'm just not, I feel like I'm in this space right now where I'm just not in a rush to jump in something else that's just not like, that's already irritating me, that makes me feel the way. I'm just not saying, like, I'm just not in a rush to do that shit no more.
And I can understand that, but I just don't like, for one, like, some people are more fragile than others.
Yep.
So you have to take that into consideration too, where like you felt like you wasn't that bad. Okay. Yeah. Maybe you weren't, but maybe that person is just a, more fragile being. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't want you to get yourself out the game because you broke a heart one time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Like it happens. Yeah. Like somebody's broken your heart. Yeah. And it's going to happen. I mean, and even when there are people who have their heart broke in marriages subconsciously, it has nothing to do with like even intent. Like sometimes it's just like a person just accidentally, or not, I won't even say accidentally, unintentionally did something that really like broke you. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it could be as simple as like, quote unquote, them choosing a mom over you, or you choosing a dad over me, or, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different things. And this is why communication is so key. But communication comes with talking, listening,
yes,
and accountability.
So when you say talking and listening, I feel like I hear you have to know yourself too, though. So how do you feel about in your new situation? Do you feel like y'all both know who y'all are individually before it becomes two? Because you said two are better than one. Mm-hmm. Do y'all both know who y'all are individually?
For the most part.
That's good.
For the most part. I think we are ever evolving beings. So it's hard to really like put a stake in the ground like, oh, this is who I am. And I'm such a true Gemini. Yeah. So I could go
2 to 4. 2 to 4 different people.
I could go either
it's
way.
It's really Greer and Williams, but like we got Greer, Williams, Steph, Hot Girl Meg. Like you are so many different people these days.
We got long hair. Right, we got ponytail.
We got Bob. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we got wig. We got quick weave, girl. Like and every time I change my hair, I'm a different person.
Literally, you are a true Gemini.
I really think that I think I know who I am. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think. I do know who I am.
Right.
It's just I am a chameleon.
Yep.
So I can go either way. Like I'm not one of them people that are like really dead set on a thing being a particular way. Like if you're like, what you want for dinner? I really don't care.
Yeah.
Like I'm not stuck on tacos versus chicken. Facts. Or if you like, do you want to go bowling or do you want to go shoot pool? Mm-hmm. Whatever.
Don't matter.
You want to go out to eat or you want to cook?
Yeah.
Whatever I'm just going to go with the flow. Like, and I'm like that in all my relationships because there's enough people who are so like stuck in their ways and like, well, I only want to go here and I only want to go there and I only want to do this. You don't need another leader. Like,
I feel you understand.
You don't need another chief. Like, I just be an Indian sometimes.
But can I ask you this? Because I literally am the same way. I've been so cool with anything and just either way, I feel like that fucked me up the most. Do you feel like that's gonna fuck you up? Being so cool. You sent me something on Facebook. You had sent me that quote. It was like, oh, the niggas that be too cool is the ones like people that's too cool. At some point, you're not gonna be cool.
So I that is in reference of the bullshit. Okay. Not just me when I say I'm not really gung-ho on things. Yeah. It's just like regular stuff. Like I can kind of manipulate
like burger over fries type shit. Okay. Chicken over. Okay.
Like, do we go today or do we go tomorrow?
Roosters or be the I don't give a fuck.
Just like
I'm
the
hungry.
surface level shit.
Okay.
Now when it comes to like, are we buying furniture or are we saving these coins? Now I gotta stake it.
Okay. So you
start
got
talking
some
coins.
Say.
Yeah, I got some say, and I have some opinion. But a lot of times it just comes to when like money's involved. Like that's the one thing that like I do not play about.
Yeah,
is money, credit, like financial literacy is something that's just super important to me. The rest of this shit is trivial.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And then like people, like know what I'm saying? Like I'm never gonna I'm gonna stand 10 toes down for the people that I love.
Absolutely,
like, no matter what.
Yeah,
money, people.
That's
but the rest of this shit, it's whatever.
It's on the flow.
Yeah, as long as I got some lip gloss, I don't give a fuck.
Speaking of lip gloss, Little Mama had got on. She was on Jay Hill's podcast, and she was talking about the situation where she got on stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. But I think this brings another part of the conversation. She was talking about how she was so like depressed. And how like social media really wasn't around then, but like she had like the Twitters and stuff and they was tracking her. She was just so depressed that like she just felt like she felt everything that it was. And she's even still depressed to today. So I'm only saying this because I want to know with your new relationship, do you feel like you're bringing things from your divorce and your separation now? Do you feel like you are unconsciously bringing anything back?
I'm hella healed. I'm hella healed.
But no dead ass. When I was watching the interview, I'm just thinking like, damn, I think it was like 2000 something, like years of 2009, like, 2008.
It was a 9 or 11. I don't know which one of those. But what I will say is, first of all, and I'm not here to, minimize anybody else's feelings.
Yeah.
But the only reason I remember that song and that performance is because Little Mama actually went up on the stage. Like, so she made it memorable.
Like, she said that too.
The problem that I have with her is she is being the victim, right? When she really should have been popping her shit. Like, I went up on stage with Jay
and Alicia Keys
and AK. Okay. I'm the princess of New York.
Yeah.
Like, she should have really like popped her shit because she went up. Like, that's the only reason people talk about that performance. It was not top tier.
No.
Nobody's like head over heels for Alicia Keys.
Absolutely.
Like, we love Jay like, it just depends on what
so
side
Lil
of
Mama
the fence
that
you're on.
shit shake.
So Little Mama should have been trying to capitalize off of that shit.
Absolutely.
Like, she should have got some merch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She should have started a podcast. You know what I'm saying? She should have started a fucking a demo. Like,
bro,
I mean,
capitalizing off of going on stage or somebody else's performance is crazy.
The only she has done, and maybe I missed like some of the interviews.
Yeah.
The only thing I really want to know is like what incited her to do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
she talked about it. She was basically saying because she's from New York, she felt like it was a moment. Like, oh, we about to really give back to my peoples. This is us. Like, they from New York, I'm from New York. Let's get it. Like,
I'm not mad.
And she said the reason why okay, so they had played tapes and they had showed like Beyonce like trying to stop her.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened. She said, no, I went up to B and was like, come on, girl, we gonna both go on stage. And Beyonce was just like, no.
B,
and then she tried to get her
space.
like, wait, come here. And my mom was like, she described it like, she was like, I was like, oh no, I'm going on stage. Fuck it. Like,
no, she did. And she walked up there and then she had to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I was like, and Alicia Keys was bothered. I mean, Jay was bothered too. You could tell, but it's like, just go with it. Like, I think we make shit. Some shit we take it too deep. Like,
absolutely.
Just go with it. Like, did she really fuck it up? She didn't have a mic.
Yeah, she didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have just been like, I would have been nodding with her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But they made it so much like more than what it had to be.
Right, but to think that somebody is still living with that in 2023 or 2024 is
she don't
crazy.
have the right therapist.
That's crazy. So you say you hella healed.
I'm hella healed.
Is that because of your therapist? Is it because of your therapy?
It's because of my therapy journey.
Okay.
I actually didn't have much therapy after the divorce. I had some, but not that much. But I think I already had the tools in me to be able to overcome grief. You know, it's the same
right,
thing.
like you said, yeah.
So when I had to go to therapy and understand how to process my dad's murder, when I was in therapy to process my sister's murder, like those things all still apply. It's something that you never thought would happen. Divorce is something you never thought would happen.
Right.
And you have to find a new norm.
Yeah.
So I already had the tools that I needed. I had, the support from my friends and shit like that. So it's never been a thing where I felt like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. Like maybe for like the first week, like, and that's just because you are fighting against like doing what's right versus doing what you really feel you want to do, which is knock a nigga head between the washer and the dryer.
Yeah.
But I think in every aspect, like we're great co-parents. Yeah. Like we co-parent, like when I say we got, like, we should write a book actually on the way to co-parent because we both Gemini, so that's fucked up a little bit. So even in itself, to be able to get along with each other is amazing. But to even when so with my situation, Hannah came downstairs and like I hadn't introduced her yet. But we were like, gonna be tucked. But she like, you know what I'm saying? The normal pattern changed for her.
For sure.
And then so she seen him and I was like, damn. So now I gotta introduce her prior to, like, before I was really ready. And normally I have a conversation with her dad first.
That's
and then her dad has a conversation with me, like when he introduced her to a female of his.
Yep.
We have that mutual respect. And it has nothing to do with, I don't want you to stop me or this, that, and forth. It's just a respect of somebody else.
Yeah.
Is going to be around your child.
Yep.
You should have the opportunity to know as much about them to make you feel comfortable with this situation.
Absolutely.
So if you need name, you need date of birth, you need to run a background check, whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable. If you need to meet them, you need to shake their hand, look in their eyes, by all means, I'll set that up.
Yeah.
Because I want a bitch to know me.
Right.
Like, because don't play with my kids.
Is this because you have a daughter or just in general? Daughter, it don't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Because it's always been the talk of like, oh, I don't want nobody around my daughter. Like, I don't want nobody around because like
I didn't want
molestation,
people
things
around
like
my
that.
kids. Like, I stayed single for so long because, for one, I had to wait till my son left the house. He was going to give anybody I entertained hell.
Period.
Okay. Because he has seen me hurt.
Yeah.
And even though I forgave my ex, like, he didn't.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I think he has now.
Right.
But, like,
at
still,
the time,
like, a couple years, hell nah.
He can get the smoke.
Yeah, I love that. And then so now he's like, I'll make sure, and he told me with his own, like, that's never going to happen again. Like, nobody's ever going to hurt you again. And that's a false statement, son. Like, somebody is going to hurt me again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to try to do my best to hide it from you so you don't see it. Right. But I'm going to be hurt again.
So I just, to me, how do you walk like that? How do you walk in the space of, I'm going to be hurt? I understand being realistic. Like, okay, everybody, because I even had to tell old girl that, like, bro, I was going to hurt you in some way, shape, or form. That maybe not cheating, but in some way I was going to disappoint you. You're always going to be disappointed. Mm-hmm. But how do you walk in this space of, I'm going to be hurt? Like basically you're saying what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to be disappointed. How are you so comfortable in that? I know what you just said about grief.
Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
But sometimes I could fuck you up. Because what if this is right? What if this 1-2 is right? And now I'm feeling like, well, at some point you're going to do some weird
I don't
shit.
have that thought. Okay. I'm just like, it can happen.
In what do they call it? I don't know the word I'm looking for, but like, if it does, this is where I'm going. This is how I'm going to handle it. Yeah. If this does come about, but you're not saying, I know this is going to come about.
Yeah. No, I'm not the one that's like trying to pick apart and self-destruct.
Okay.
Self-sabotage.
Self-sabotage. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not like, oh, this too good to be true.
Yeah.
Oh, this too.
Yeah.
Oh. Dang, he brought me lunch. Like, I wonder if he brought that other bitch lunch.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is whether he hurts, like, he's going to hurt me, like, and not just him, like, just in life, you're hurt. Your kids hurt you. Yeah. Like, I've been broke, like, and that's what I try to tell my son, like, shit, like, this heartbreak ain't shit compared to the heartbreak that you done brought me at times.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what people do.
Yeah.
And it's not intentional. It's just, we are fragile beings. Yeah. And subconsciously we gonna do something that somebody else doesn't like, and it's gonna hurt them to the core.
Yeah.
I've heard my mom, like, I wrote her letters that she still keeps to this day.
Yeah.
That I wrote 30 something years ago.
Yeah.
And it hurt her to the core. And I mean, good that it was her and she healed, because I wouldn't have been fucking with me. The shit I said in that letter, I wouldn't be fucking with me at all.
Please, bro.
No. Let one of my daughters write a letter like that. I guarantee you.
Beat her ass.
It's not even gonna be I'm not fucking with her. What daughter?
Yeah.
What daughter?
I don't have one.
I don't have none. What daughter?
Yeah.
And this ain't all about me, because you always.
Well, because I'm very, like, first of all, I'm proud. I'm happy that she's definitely in this space. She happy, bro. Like, we don't ever talk about that either. Like, being genuinely happy with the person. Like, a lot of people stunt, a lot of people pose. Like you said, the honeymoon stage don't really be honeymoon, because, like, I posted you on my story, but I really don't fuck with you like that. We just have a good sex. Or, like, I don't really feel like, I feel like we cool, but our sex ain't there. So I'm not really fucking with you like that. Like, you're genuinely, like, happy in the space that you're in. And, like, even when we're talking, like, there isn't no negative. There's no, like, I don't know about it. And that's what, like, makes me happy about the situation.
Yeah. And I mean, and to comment on the sex thing, I think we really, it is a high level. Like, we need to be sexually compatible and things of that nature. But I also think that's something that can be taught.
Yeah.
And I think we have to realize that there are just times, like, the older you get, like, there can be times and spaces in your life where sex is just not such a priority.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, going to work, like, middle of the week, he did find that out. Like, because he didn't know that the Monday through Friday, like, I guess wait a minute, should I say Sunday evening to Friday midday? Yeah. Like, that is one Stephanie.
Yeah.
And then the weekend Stephanie, you know what I'm saying, is somebody different, because like, I'm tired.
Facts.
I'm tired.
Facts.
I'm tired.
So I'm not really trying to do that.
I'm not really trying to do that.
Remember how I used to always complain about old girl? She used to be tired. Like, and I used to be like, oh my God, all she fucking does is sleep. everybody.
Well, she don't have no kids. She didn't have nothing to do. I just didn't feel like her tired wasn't the same as my tired.
Her tired was sleep as fuck right after dinner tired.
Like I'm over here running businesses for multiple people.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. Like I'm office managing for some people and doing like personal assistant and all these other things, and just hell, I run your business.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have to be focused on in the beginning of the week. So on the weekend you can get that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? 'Cause
yeah.
I have to make sure that I compartmentalize who I am and what I do. And like there was a time, like, let me see. I was on my cycle for like 4 months.
And that's crazy.
So there was no like
no cooter mamas. Nothing.
But we was making out like we was in high school.
Yeah, and y'all was humping and bumping.
No, we wasn't dry humping.
Y'all wasn't dry humping?
No.
Bro, okay, another thing is I'm scared because now I gotta start over. I don't want to. Starting over. There's beauty in starting over, though. Bro, that's corny.
No, there's beauty.
Bro, that's corny.
Do you know there's beauty in getting to learn somebody from where they are today?
No, bro.
You're a jerk.
It's corny. I don't want to. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know how they used to be like, oh, I don't want to learn your favorite color. Like, I just don't want to have to learn. Okay, this is what I was thinking on the way here. I was thinking about how when you genuinely are with somebody, you're paying attention to their patterns. That's how you know when somebody's cheating on you. That's how you know when some shit off, because you pay attention to patterns. I don't want to have to develop and pay attention to somebody else's patterns. Oh, I know she's mad because she's pouting, or I know she's mad because she hasn't texted me back in 3 hours, or I know, like, I don't want to do that right now. Like, I just don't. Because why, bro? No, I don't.
So you rather go back to the old bullshit just because you will know that it's bullshit?
That's a good question. I don't want to, but I'm saying it's easier. It's like I know who the fuck I'm dealing with. At least I know what I'm getting. And I used to think that was the dumbest shit when people would say that. Well, at least I know. That's dumb as fuck because it's still not right. You're still not happy with it. But I get it now.
Versus the devil you don't.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I be doing a lot of reflecting, and it's just like, damn. Like, I do feel people now when they used to say like, I don't want to get to know nobody new. Like, I'd rather just stay where I'm at. I get it.
And be played and looking dumb as fuck.
Now, of course, that's not the best option. Not at all. Okay. But I'm just saying I get it now. So to answer, I don't know if you answered that question, if you asked it that way, but to answer that, I'm not really ready for learning new patterns. I'm not ready. I feel like even when I am ready, I'm not saying I'm not ready for anybody that's ready for me. I'm not saying I'm not ready.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
he need to be ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Y'all. Oh yeah, so I'm ready. You feel me? I'm ready. But it's just like, I genuinely feel like I get it now. When you invest that much, like when I say invest, I mean just when you like right with your situation right now. You might not be intentionally moving every day to make sure, like, but you are. You might not be intentionally making sure everything is better, but you and him are developing and growing every day. We don't realize it, but y'all are. So it's like, I'm just not ready for that. Like, I'm just, for all to go to the shit.
But the thing is, so we change everything. Like, you ready to try a new outfit on?
Yeah.
You ready to start a new job?
Yeah.
Like, you're not turning down things that are good for you. So, for instance, you get a job offer.
Yep.
Oh, it's 3 times the amount of money.
Yep.
It's more flexibility.
Yep.
It's the dream job you're looking for. But because this other job that was shitty, you didn't have any flexibility. You had to be in the office 5 days a week. Your boss was a bitch. You gonna stay there because you know that devil? You're not gonna try the new shit? You're an idiot.
That's good. That's good.
Like, on that other side of the fence is something that's a blessing. Like, I'm never staying just because. Like, right. I'm not staying for the kids. I'm not staying because, oh, this is somebody that I know they patterns. No, I'm staying because I genuinely want to be here. Right. And everybody knows that. So, like, if I'm here, it's because I want to be. Because I can be anywhere else. Like, in my fucking bed.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
So, that's, I just don't. I don't think we should have that thought process. I'm not stopping you from having that thought process. No, because I think it's a part, again, of the healing and the pace that you need to be in. But I think that once you realize that, listen, there's so much greater out there. Mm-hmm. And I'm not just saying this because of where I am at today. I've always known that there's greater. Like, I've never left a motherfucker like
Damn, that was the best I could ever get. Right.
Never.
Right.
Never.
That's good.
What was you gonna ask me in the car?
The honeymoon. I wanted to know because when you were talking and like, so on our way to the liquor store, her man calls. And so they're talking and shit. I'm like, oh, this is real. Like, this is real. So when I heard it, I was like, damn, I wonder if she's genuinely happy or is this the honeymoon stage? And I had to answer it myself. Like, I genuinely don't think that it's the honeymoon stage for you. I feel like in this older age, just in your growth and like what you've been through, there ain't no time for no honeymoon shit. Yes, it's petals, but nah, this is real shit. I'm just happy. Like,
yeah,
this is.
But
real
you know
shit.
what? If I'm honest, I was happy. Okay, some of it is the medication. For all of those who suffer from mental illness, I suffer from manic depression. Okay,
Stephanie,
is this a HIPAA violation? Oh, I guess it can't be because it's me. But I take medication, and so
Steph,
that
get
chemical
fucking serious. How you gonna say that at the fucking end of the episode? Like, hey y'all, I really don't like my nigga. It's just the medication.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm saying the medication does help me, and I push it for a lot of people, and I probably shouldn't because then it makes it seem like I'm a drug dealer, and I don't want them to get holistic healing.
Yeah.
But I think it's a little bit of both because some of it is genuinely a chemical imbalance, and I've had to struggle with that not only with myself but my children and things of that nature. So some of it is the therapy that we seek. Like, I always seek a therapist, and I do one on a monthly basis. And she's like, you don't need me. I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, girl, I have all the answers. I know I could I'm a therapist in my own right.
Literally.
Like, I give therapy to everybody. Like, I can tell you how to get over some stuff.
Yeah.
And I can tell you how to get through some stuff.
Right.
And I can tell you to drop a couple niggas or bitches too. But I'm not gonna stay there. But it's like I there are things that I do to ensure that my mental is staying focused. And some of it is just using the word no.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we put ourselves in such a jacked up situation, and then we are disappointed that we have got to this point when really all we had to do was use the power of like two letters.
Yeah.
No. And we wouldn't be stressed.
Facts.
We wouldn't be stressed.
Facts.
So, like, I'm happy because of, what I'm saying? Like, the joy that he brings to me. But I'm also happy because I brought joy to myself. I've worked on it. I've used different tools to become happy. And it was just about time,
Yeah.
And then, like, this probably is bad to say, but, like, the older your kids get, you don't parent less, you just parent different. So you go from being like a manager to where you got to tell them everything to do, put them on a schedule, to you become a consultant.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knows that the consultant role is where the joy comes, because that's where the money is.
Yep.
That's where you only working a couple hours a week.
You say you checking in.
Yeah, you ain't got to stay late. You know what I'm saying?
Much.
Like, you just doing a little bit. You just making sure that everything is kosher. So like, the older my kids get, the less stress I feel because I've given them the tools.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? To grow up and be able to navigate this crazy world. So some of it is just I'm having things, removed from my plate, and then I'm able to like finally like almost like blossom like a butterfly almost.
Okay,
I'm almost able to fly.
Period, Miss Butterfly.
I'm feeling like
hey, I believe I can fly. Deadass, you don't want to chime in on the song?
That was my least favorite R.
like
Kelly song. Until he got to the end though. Like when he did all them runs.
Oh
and
yeah.
Stuff. Yeah. Like when he did that part, then like but like the
You
is that the one where he was getting
with
braided too? Where he was getting braided?
I don't remember the video because it was in
Space Jam.
Space Jam, so that's all I remember it from.
Yeah.
But I just knew that was a great caveat.
Yeah.
You didn't like it.
Yeah.
You didn't like
It's
that
okay.
You didn't like that transition.
No, it's all right. But no. So yeah. So it's good.
Yeah.
Like I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
I'm feeling good.
And so do you foresee this lasting for a while?
I really take things one day at a time.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Because if I think too far ahead, I'll psych myself out.
Fuck it up.
And the thing is, you can think ahead, but it doesn't really align with everything, because I can say I don't see a future with this person, but he's not gonna be who he is today in the future. So if I say like I don't see a future with him, I'm really psyching myself out because shit. this is not the future version of him. This is March 16th version of him. Like you don't know what this nigga gonna be in June. You don't know this nigga gonna be in, in 2 years. So I just, because I did get caught up in that in the middle, and I had to, in the beginning, and I had to kind of like retrain my thoughts and say, I take this stuff one day at a time. We not getting married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We not talking about marriage. We talking about, what are the things that trigger you? Like, we're still talking about love languages. And, I made him take the test, not made him, but, encouraged him to take the test, and he did. So now it gave me, the tools I needed to like start loving him the way he wants to be loved and not the way I'm used to loving on people. I think we should end right there. Drops mic. Hold on.
What the fuck? Steph.
Oh, look what it did.
I stood up too. I wish I could see that. But nah, this was really good, Steph. I feel like it's really good for multiple reasons. One, I feel like you're really in a happy space. Yep. That's good. Yep. Per se, him and the medication, right?
Amen.
Two, I feel like people need to hear like it's okay to fail. Like it's okay for it not to work. That's really what I've been taking out of this conversation. Like, even through your divorce, even through your other people that didn't work, we gonna be salty at some point in some time, but it's okay for shit not to work. Yep. And I be feeling like we be wanting it to work so bad that we will hang off the limb, off the tree.
The other night we talked, and I just, we've talked multiple occasions about if it don't work, and not to a point where we're trying to jinx ourselves, but just to kind of like have that open dialogue, because we do share like friends and stuff. And it's like, look, I don't want to make you feel weird in any way. Like if we don't work and then I come around, and his thing was, it'll never be weird. Like we was friends first. So like we should be able to go back.
That's important. I always be saying that. We always talk about that. Friends first. I feel like because you got to meet him out of boyfriend mode. You got to meet him actually person mode. Like, and I mean, just to say everybody's not always genuine. Yeah. But what I'm saying is you got to meet the other side of him. Not Superman. You got to meet a friend before Superman. So I agree with that.
And even I don't even know, because he had brought, like, I seen him with a couple girls. Like he brought them around, and I'm like,
he had brought them like when y'all were friends, like to the space.
I don't know that we were actually friends. I think we just knew each other.
Yeah. Like, like just common, common people. Yeah.
So, but so it's like, I don't want him to feel like if we didn't work out, he couldn't bring his girl over like he did in
You would be cool with that?
Absolutely. Because I would know exactly what she
what she hitting for, because the bitch ain't me. Period.
And I would know exactly why. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like I said, I'm happy we had this episode. I learned from you. I know other people did. You have any more questions before we wrap it up? Or
no, I just think.
To say?
Not really. I think
because you about to say something. What?
No, I was just gonna say, but I've always been a person who loves love. Yeah. Who just loves seeing people genuinely happy. So this feels good for me, and I always have to, walk around and feel like, oh, how do my kids feel, or how to, what I'm saying? And even like, I sent you the picture of him blow drying my hair. Yeah. Like those type of things, again, an act of service. Yeah. So you see my face, like, first of all, no filter.
Happy as
shit was looking clear.
Ponytails. He had the ponytails popping
and he put the ponytails in my hair.
And they look good.
They look good.
I said, okay.
And I sat there and I was just sitting there and I was being serviced. And it was like, but then to turn it around and, you know what I'm saying? Here's his words of affirmation. Oh, you doing a great job. Yeah. Babe, you know what you're doing. Like, don't play with him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're both getting what something we need. Yeah. And it really could be that simple. But a lot of times we always want to put ourselves first. So I would say to anybody who's looking for a relationship, first of all, put it on Facebook.
It's gonna happen.
that way you know, like, so it's just like a record. It's like a diary, know. But like, really put it in the atmosphere and pray to God if that's who you pray to. pray about, how to
That
get
person,
it
yeah.
and just, what you're looking for. But I know at the end of the day, like we have to be able to say, I'm ready for a relationship because I want to give myself, not because I want to receive
and
something.
that's important. Can you say that one more time? Because that's what we ended off with. I'm ready for a relationship.
I'm ready for a relationship because I want to give
myself,
myself, not I'm necessarily just looking to receive.
That's good, Steph.
That's
Okay.
bars.
Fuck yeah, let's go ahead. So Steph, go ahead and tell them where they can find you. Go ahead.
I don't even
Heavenly.
know. Okay, you can find me on IG at Heavenly, and that's HEAVENLEE 1204.
Yes.
And you can find me on Facebook at Stephanie Greer.
Yes.
GRIER.
Yes. And y'all know where to find me. Personal page, official DR, Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. And then prescribe DR _ and prescribe DR Twitter and Instagram for the podcast page. This is really good. We sit here with Miss Producer. Thank you again for coming on.
Producer.
You feel me? Both got our glasses on. You know what I'm saying? Both got our, one prescription, one not. But I feel studious.
No, for real. Do look I really love those glasses.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I really do.
Yeah.
Like when you hit the door, I was like, okay, glasses.
Hold on now.
Yeah. Okay, glasses.
Yeah.
And I got that tint. It's like
yellow tint.
And that's my favorite color.
Because you got it on the day. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh. This is Prescribe with the realest, where we say the things your friends won't say and your man gonna lie about, and we out.